Howdy. What we doing? Scarecrow, Vic, Tara, how we doing? Now we're working on this dude. What's up, Ramen? Thank you, Vic. Scarecrow, thank you. This is sick. This is what I sculpted last week and molded. Thank you, Ramen. Yeah, this is the new mask. This is Flayed Clown. A lot of stuff on this was new. So this is a new sculpt, a new mask, and I did a different paint job on it than I've ever done. This was the first mask that I've ever based in black, and then I did sponging of white, and I really love how it turns out because it made all these lines and cracks stay black, so they contrast heavily against the white. And then since I did the sponging of white, I also got a dirty clown mask kind of look, like it's old paint or like it was applied sloppily, stuff like that, and it came out fucking awesome. So plus this was with my new black, which is so much blacker than my old black. It's probably 10 shades darker, and it just looks freaking awesome. So this is actually my mask for October that I'm gonna wear, but this will be available on the website very soon if you guys are interested in it. Flayed Clown, there it is. It's fucking awesome, and I'm so excited. So that's gonna go off to the side. Thanks, Vic. I agree, it did turn out wicked. Put it here in the background so you can see it. Everyone can ask, what's that mask in the background? So we got some stuff to work on. Don't need that right now. Right now I need my ice cream clown. So let's go on a tour. Show you guys some stuff. So first thing up, we've been changing this room up. We painted that whole wall. This mold rack's gonna get moved back. Our workbench that was here got moved over there, and these shelves got turned. So this room's getting worked on. They also painted the whole costume room, and that's all torn up, and we're working on repairing it and getting it looking good and stuff. Here is the clown for the Bloodshed Brothers, green and purple guy. He needs some socks, which are right there. I gotta throw those on there, and then he's ready to go to be crossed off the list. Oh, he needs crystal clear on his face, then he's ready to go. Here is the trick-or-treater girl. Also came out very cool, very scary. And then I'm working on this ice cream man right now. This is what I'm going to be bringing in here to work on. We ordered some arm socks for him. Here is a pumpkin mask that I made with our new black, which I think this looks terrifying. And it's freaking awesome. way better than our old pumpkin mask. And it's coming through much brighter on the camera, but it's very dark orange and scary in person. So, yeah, fun stuff. Anyway, let's do some work. So, I've actually been here working since about noon today. We were working on our builds and stuff because there's 3 months and then we open. So, thanks, Vic. I'm glad someone likes all my stuff. So we've got 3 months till we open. So we've been here working on our builds all day. We've got almost a whole room all done, at least with building. Nick and Nick Mason are here. They're still working on building stuff over there up front. I actually get to go to the haunt this year, by the way. Sweet ramen, sounds good. So they're up there working on stuff still, wrapping it up. And me and Jacob were up here, and Devin was up here earlier too. She'll be back tonight around 9. So, yeah, we're getting stuff done. It's coming along very well. You can watch all that progress on the vlog. Make sure that you do. It's a good time. Right now we need to work on the ice cream man. He is based, so thank you, Vic. The shop is looking cool. I'm happy with it. Mini. This is so neat. Hoping COVID doesn't mess with big plans for my small town haunt this year. Got some good ideas coming. Yeah, I hope so too. We're opening, man. There's no reason you can't. Unless you're in a state that's crazy and won't let you open.
Come here.
Right.
Let's go, my body. Get in here, fucker.
Sweet. I'm ready to quit this shit job, move and start scaring the piss out of people. Hell yeah. Do it. Do it. Quit your job. Billy, how you doing, man? We are doing well. Making scary things. Savannah, how you doing? I'm doing very well, Savannah. Alright. Black paint. Black has some green on top of it from the bottle on top. Needs to come off. What's your news, Savannah? Got the email the other day that my order started. I'm so stoked. Sweet. I'm glad that you are excited to get my thing. Thank you guys for the likes, by the way. I appreciate you. It helps my channel. Sweet. Can't wait to see you, Savannah. Can't wait for you to see the new haunted house because it's going to be scary. Very, very scary. It's the theme. Sorry, dude. It's a haunted house. It's supposed to be scary. What's up, Ted? How you doing? Going. Yeah, Ted, I would imagine that your head is too big for the female Gren mask. It is made for petite girls. It's not made for all girls. It's made for girls with smaller features. I know that we had Lori and Alyssa and Shannon tried it on, and they had no problems, and it fit really well. And Devin tried it on, and it was pretty tight on her. So, um, yeah, it's made for smaller people. But we also often offer the half mask, and also we talked about it today. We can also turn it into a sock mask if you're available, or if that's something you want. So that's also an option. You're gonna hurt her feelings. Pretty new to haunting. I'm trying to figure a couple things out. I was wondering when you guys usually start actor training. All right, so our and yes, please, if you are new to haunting, ask all the questions you have, and I will tell you everything you want to know. Our auditions always are the same weekend. We always have them the last weekend of August. Are the auditions. Now you have auditions the last weekend of August, and that leads into you take a week off where we do our callbacks, and that's like Memorial Day or Labor Day or something, one of those holidays. I guess it's Labor Day because Memorial Day just passed, and then after that, the next weekend. So after that, they essentially have something every weekend leading up to opening night. So the weekend after that is actor training classes. We run huge classes with everyone for 2 days. We run the same classes on each day. So if you're not available on one day, you can come the other day, or you're welcome to come both days. Um, Ted, I'll answer that in 1 second. But so then you've got actor classes, which is 8 hours of just classes all day, where we teach you about movement, we teach you about vocals, we teach you about our kinds of scares. We teach you about creating a character, things like that. The next week you've got in-house training, which is also the safety training day, and that's a day where you're in just plain clothes, and you actually are casted into a room. And that doesn't mean you're there for the whole run. That just means that's where we've casted you right away, because your audition is not over yet. Just because your audition showed me one thing, if you're super quiet in auditions, because there are people that are really bad at auditions, but once they're in a room, they're fantastic. So if I place you in a room because you had a bad audition and you do really well in that room, I might move you somewhere else into a better scare or a more interactive scare, stuff like that. We're constantly watching you and evaluating what you are doing. So week 2 is in-house training, where everyone is in their plain clothes and they get 8 hours of acting in the haunted house. You're just in your room, working your room. We're walking through constantly, and I want you hitting different angles, using different voice lines, hitting the scare over and over again so you can make sure that your timing's right. We're going to come through in multiple groups that are close together. We're going to come through in multiple groups that are spread apart. We're going to come through in a giant group. So you have to learn all that, how you hit those scares in line, how you time every scare, how you hit a scare twice. We push you hard on in-house training day, because that's where you're going to fucking learn what it's like to act in a haunted house. And I'm going to train you harder than it's going to be on a haunt night, so that you're ready to go when the audience is here. The next weekend, you've got dress rehearsal, which you're in a whole costume. Lights are on, audio's on, and first we turn on our lights and we do again in-house training, so that you learn what it's like with your lights on in the darkness, to see what are they going to see, what does my room actually look like, how does my costume feel, and was I doing some kind of movement that makes that my costume makes not okay, how does my mask line up with my eye line, things like that. Then we turn on our audio, more training, more walkthroughs, and we do the whole thing. Audio, lights, effects, everything. Just so everyone knows, no makeup on dress rehearsals. At least no makeup on everyone. The makeup team is working on their own. They're doing a few makeups so that they can practice them. They're also practicing constantly. So then the next weekend we open up. And so everything leads right into opening night. So Ted, you said, where's the mask with the long red beard? It's right here. This is the new flayed clown mask. This is what I sculpted and molded last week. And now it's all painted up. I showed them earlier, but here it is. And it's looking really good. So this is the half mask version. There's also a whole head version, which has flayed skin that looks just like all of this, all throughout the whole head. We'll also have it available to go on a body, so it has eyes and teeth as well. So this is great. Flayed clown, Ted. Flayed clown. F-L-A-Y-E-D, clown. As in, your skin's been fucking cut off, clown. And again, that can be customized any way you want. Thank you. Hey, hippie, how you doing? It's an awesome idea for a clown. Yeah, I think so. That's why I made it. So I tend to make things that I think are going to be awesome. Is this the ice cream clown? Yes, it is, Ted. This is the ice cream man. This is going to the Bloodshed Brothers. Scott Cretan. Hey, Justin, Flayed Clown looks freaking awesome. Great mask. Thank you, man. I think so too. His outfit kind of looks like an ice cream outfit. That makes good sense. That's also why he has an ice cream button right there. And he'll also have an ice cream cone hat on top. I don't know if Chris poured that yet or not. Chris, did you pour the ice cream cone yet? If not, pour it tonight. Hello, David. How you doing? You're all right, Chris. I forgive you. But my Tommy gun don't. I make a lot of clown stuff. Alan is always very upset when he tunes in and I'm working on another clown mask or prop or whatever. Scott, I can tell you there was an email that went out. I don't know what day it did, but it was in my inbox today. So maybe it went out today, maybe it went out a few days ago. I don't know. About Midwest Haunters that said it did say that they're planning to have it in Indianapolis. But there was like a parentheses that said unless we can find another town. So I don't know what that means. They're looking at the end of July, as far as I know. I think it's important that they get some concrete information out, or they're going to have problems with attendance. Because if people don't have concrete information, they're not going to want to book. So I think it's important that they get that information out soon. I'm sure they're just, I mean, they're worried about the same like, I don't know what the word is, but they don't know either. I mean, they don't know what is going to happen. So I mean, they're having problems just as much as everyone else is with, what are we allowed to do? Obviously, the Flayed Clown is the thumbnail pick. Yes, it is. I've already paid, so I'll go wherever they have it. Yeah, we paid too, so there's the mask and the thumbnail of the live stream. I can show you it again. It's right here in the background. It's the Flayed Clown mask. Here it is. When possible, you can see it in the background. Here's the flayed clown. Very scary. So this one is red, but you can make it in any color you want. Also, any beard, any hair, all that nonsense. You can have a whole head of hair. You could have dreadlocks. You could have a full beard and mustache. It's up to you. Make it how you want. But yeah, Midwest Hunters, from what I heard, they're planning to have it in Indianapolis. They sent out that email that said unless we could find somewhere else, I think they need to just nail down a location so that everyone can start to book. I don't know why they are still looking for a location. I'm sure there's probably it's I don't know. I don't want to say anything that's incorrect. So Ted, that one is for me, but we can make you one. Oh, jeez. Need some paper towels. Not be like that. I need to get some paper towels. I'll be right back. All right, paper towels for safety. I need to clean my airbrush real fast because we've got some clogging problems going on. Always look handsome to blind chicks. That's a hell of a plan, man. This is the red ice cream clown, and they all come like that with the melted ice cream and stuff. Okay, is that for a customer or just something new you're creating, the ice cream cone? This is for a customer. This is for the Bloodshed Brothers. Just blood splattered ice cream clown? No, this is not blood on here. This is like just red paint that we drip. Like he's working with ice cream. Like this is like red melted ice cream or something. So if you want it to look just like this, don't order it with added blood. Just order a red ice cream clown costume. All right. Yeah, no blood splatter. Hey Evan, how you doing? Doing good. Glad to see you're back. You're right. I'm glad to be back. Nice contrast on that paint job. Thank you. I am working on shading right now with some black. Alan, I know you don't like clowns, but I just did my first black base out on a clown mask, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I've showed this about 10 times on here so far, but not because of that. You'll appreciate it for other reasons. So the black base out on this with the new black and white paint I did, I have really like how this came out because there's just so high contrast. And then I actually did, instead of just all airbrush, I used a sponge. This guy, this little sponge here, to apply the white, and I was very happy with it. I'm very happy with how this turned out. So that's exciting. Yeah. So fun. Are you adding hair to the ice cream clown? Yes. Yes, I am adding hair and the ice cream cone hat. So, beard color looks awesome. Thanks, man. I think so too. That's why I made it. What city are you in? Yeah, I'm in Lake Station, Indiana. Alan. Yeah, so there's no rioting in our town, but rioting. Well, not rioting. There has been rioting in a few towns around us, but there was a peaceful protest that turned out very well last night. Um, 2 nights ago, we did put plywood over the front doors of the haunted house because they're glass, and we didn't want if something happened. Thank you. I do really like that. My pumpkin mask. I'm really happy with how that turned out. So I think I'm realizing that Alan is watching this from the start of the stream, but I think his comments are showing up now. So Ted, you need a head prop. Just tell me what kind you want. You can foam fill your ready to ship mask. Yes, I can, but most of those are half masks. So I can do something, but I don't want to tell you it's going to turn into something like this, because this is a whole head mask that is, so if I foam filled this, it's got the whole back and stuff. So yeah, I could turn a mask into a chopped off head, man. I could do some stuff and make that happen. So see you later, Alan. So yeah, we've got glass front doors, and we didn't want to. If there was something that we didn't want this place to turn into a target, so just as a precaution, we put a bunch of plywood and stuff over the front doors, and it actually turned out that we liked how it looked, so we left it up, and we're planning to, and then we're just going to turn them into giant wooden doors instead of caged off glass doors that we painted with some brown and stuff. It's gonna look cool when it's done. So excited. Also, I want to give a big thanks to all you guys who have watched for a while, because I got approved to monetize today. So that's going to be cool. I only care about the face part, so if the rest of the head looks like crap, I'm cool with that for the foam-filled mask. Yeah, I could do that, man. Do you want, just tell me what you want. If you want eyes and stuff, we'll make it happen. The only issue I see with the ready-to-ship masks is that they're already a mask. So they've got an open mouth and open eyes. So I'm gonna have to put like tape over that and figure that out. Thanks, Scarecrow. Thank you guys. Yeah, no one's knocking on a door. Nick and Nick were working on construction. Um, so, anyway, what's up? All right, let's go check it out. I'll be right back. I'll leave you here with the clown man. Let's do this.
Who's he?
All right, I release you. All right, so let's see. Thank you. You're checking out the gray grin mask. Yeah, that one's. I think that one's still ready to ship. Um, let's see. Yeah, so they are working in the other room. Um, Vic, so far the new job's cool. I've only been 1 day. Today I was off because it's election day. So that's cool. Let's see. Gene Simmons would love those. As always, thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate it. What's going on, Connor? What are do's and don'ts of designing a room? Like, what's cliche and what can really scare people? Those are two different questions. Cliches, you already know them. You just have to be honest with yourself about what's cliche. Uh, an operating room, well, a doctor who's chopping people up and ripping out a patient's guts. That's cliche. Um, a kitchen or a butcher shop where they're chopping people up. That's cliche. See your patients in cages. They expect to see that stuff. And you should do that, and then you should add in new stuff that they didn't think about. Um, so is important. Everything. So thank you, Tara. I'll say the do's of creating a room are do make it interesting to look at. Do make it unique. Do empower your actor. Um, a haunted house. So I used to do um, a lot of what I used to build. I would build it um, in a realistic fashion, and I still like to do that. But you have to also remember that some things you don't justify why it's there. Some things make it a good haunted house, and that's why it's justified. Um, not well, an actual building. This is how it would be. Sometimes actual building's not the scariest reason or the scariest method. So sometimes you need to just make a scary haunted house and remember that that's your goal. I'm gonna work on two. 2X black dress, neck ruffle, red. Is that this one? It's two. Here. This is extra large pink. I don't know where Amanda put the other ones. I think she said there's only two of them that didn't have it. So maybe that black one and this one would go to the pink one. water coming out of my airbrush. Flayed Clown is also ready for a picture.
Filleted clown.
Flayed, not fillet. Huh?
Horny Jack?
Yeah.
I like fillet, like fish fillet. It sounds fucking chopped berry Sprite, a large fry. Absolutely.
Get up in this business.
Go ahead. You can come over here if you want, man.
It's none of your business. It's gonna be your job.
If you gotta ask, if you have questions, ask me.
Okay, I'm just paying attention right now.
Huh? Showed up. Scott said, "Look who showed up." Hey, Devin. Earlier, I think Ted said you have a big head, and I said you're gonna make her cry, and he said, "I'm sorry, I was kidding."
I do have a big head.
He was saying you have a big head because he said he tried to put the clown mask on. And I told him, like, it's made for small people. And I said, like, Lori and Alyssa tried it on and they were fine, but you tried it on and it was too small.
Wait, did it fit him?
No, he said it was too tight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do have a big head. I know that because I have a large hat size from when I used to ride horses. My hat size is like 7 3/4, almost 8, and that's like what big guys wear. So I have a massive head. I'm aware of that. Luckily, I also have wide shoulders and wide hips, so it kind of evens it out, but still have a huge noggin. What's that? What is that? Did you hear that?
The smoke alarm.
Can it not be?
Can it not be the smoke alarm or can it not be going off?
I would like it to be neither. Wait, did she say she wants the neck ruffles to be red? Or red and black?
Huh?
The dress.
I don't know.
Whatever it is.
So one thing I'll tell you that it's important to keep in mind is that I'm planning to do a black wash over all these teeth. So the color it is right now, I know it's going to get slightly darker. That's why I wanted to go with, I've used red on gums a lot of times because I know when I do it, it's going to get kind of darker, but I just went with the kind of puce, you would call that? Mauve? Is that mauve? Is that what mauve looks like?
I really. You guys do at least a little bit when you get back? Happy early birthday, Nick.
Thank you.
How old are you turning?
16.
Sweet.
They are they twins? Or your guys' birthdays on the same day?
That's how twins work.
Wait, are you older?
Yeah. Like 13 minutes.
What are you guys doing for your birthday? How old are you guys? What? What? I always forget that they're not like 20.
Yeah.
You're 15 years old right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I always forget that. Did I freak out this bad last time too? Probably. Oh my god, you're gonna be 16. Happy 16th birthday. What are you guys doing?
I'm not supposed to know, but I know that they're doing like a parade for me, for like me and my brother.
Yeah, they're having a whole parade.
Yeah, like cause like we can't do like a birthday party because of quarantine.
Yeah.
So we have to do a birthday parade.
Yeah.
So people just drive by and honk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I'm not supposed to know, so yeah. What? She doesn't know I know.
All I want for my birthday every year. Leave me and leave me alone. Best birthday present ever.
That's what Jackson got for his birthday.
That's what Jacob wants every day.
Hello, hello.
Dude, the smoker.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to stay up too late tonight, but I can leave it still thinking.
So I'll be getting burned all day.
Okay. See you later, Mimi. You guys all from Alabama? I mean, not all of us.
Oh, I never did fix this, did I?
What is it?
We gotta play.
No, I don't think you did. It's not a big deal. I mean, it was fine. Yeah. Chris, if you could also, for this, I need the cherry off the ice cream. Cause we're
Just
gonna,
the cherry?
Yeah, because we're going to put it on the nose.
Now you're starting to fucking push it.
So if I could get like the left ear off of...
One. And then
Do you need the right nut too? Yes, I need the right nut off of Stefan's there. Yeah.
Good Lord, but I ain't gonna have you live cast that one.
Yeah, Jake was complaining about his arm hair being ripped out.
If he wants it back, he can collect it.
I didn't tell you. he stands up and goes, "You ain't live casting my ass."
Too late, it's on the schedule.
I told him, I said, now everything that you think that I broke to the wax, as the day was that.
To be fair, he asked me yesterday, he offered to do it again if the mold was screwed up.
Yeah.
I was looking at my old Jack's mask, like my old one. It's fucking gross. Like, it's like yellow. What, the inside? No, the outside. I'll bring it over here so you can see it.
Chris, if you can open those sometime soon, okay. Oh, okay.
It's been in the for you.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm Nick.
I just discovered by 13 minutes, the oldest son. I would literally use that constantly. When I did a sister. I'd be like, you can't do anything like that, I told her to do.
Just remember, I ended up hearing an interesting fact the other day about twins. Just remember, one of you was on the plan.
Yeah.
So, we make the joke, we joke with his brother Noah because on his umbilical cord there were other nodules. So and they, at one point got more, but that meant there would have been more.
Ooh.
So we tell people that Noah can't.
The other two?
I'm the strongest. That's how I did that.
He couldn't take me at that point.
This is the original. Also, the wires are all rusty.
Wire with the machinery?
Yeah, no, it's actual wire.
Hair's all fucked up.
But it's, look, you can see the original color.
Chris, that's nice. Someone got that. What did you use, steam alarm? That one, and then the cone and the ice cream. And the damn cherry.
Yes. So now I got the teeth done. Cobwebs and candlesticks. How's it going? Yes, I know I'm live. Alan was here for a bit. Let's see. Love the look on the teeth now. Yeah, me too. The new black really caught all the cracks and crevices.
Really
It looks like he's got like fucking gum rot, huh?
I'm really excited for the black.
Yeah, me too. It's gross. So, zoom in.
Tell them to let
Scary.
you know if they can hear their music.
Yeah, let me know if you hear music in the background. I don't think you'll hear it. Are those real eyes or you made them? These
They're
ones
real
are
eyes.
not
They
painted
used to be
yet?
mine.
but they do look scary and just
Now
white.
they're in his.
I'm about to paint them right now, actually. So that's what's about to happen. So for Mega Bowls, let's see. How's it going, Weird Kid Show? That's a cool name. So this is the flayed grin, or the flayed clown from earlier that I just made. Very cool.
Give me that blade fish. Give me that fish. Give me that blade
So-
fish.
This is brand new. I just sculpted this last week and just painted this one up. Yeah, very happy with
Am I
it.
posting that?
Should I stitch this?
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna stitch this and then it's ready to go. So there's your answer. If you should post that. So yes, that one's a half mask. It is available in a whole head mask. The rest of the head is a flayed skin piece. It looks like this.
It's a fillet. So with
So
cheese
the skinned
and tartar sauce.
part.
I'm gonna throw up.
So this is the chunk that I cut off, but it's just kind of fit in there. But it's all like it's muscle texture, so it'll end up looking like these parts here. Or we could add hair to it, whole head of hair, dreadlocks, a whole beard. Choices are yours.
Make it a great day or not. Chances yours.
We're about to paint the eyes. So they can trick or treat. Don't forget to help me with the eyes.
What is this?
Yeah, it looks great.
Just kidding. I was gonna show you something, but my mom's calling me.
There's Wyatt!
What?
Killer Sculpt. I just don't do clowns. I gotta draw the line somewhere. Yeah, I guess. Hi, Dave. You should tune in more. The bow tie makes that little bit more creepy. Yeah, that's the point. It's like an ice cream man, and it'll have an ice cream hat and hair and all that stuff. And this is actually a costume that we sell as well. This is a mask that we sell as well.
Were you not home? Why shut that glass door? My door doesn't shut all the way. The latch is broken. So I closed the glass door. That's not good. Is she going to the vet?
Pull your pants up, man. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You're like a fool with your pants on the ground. Everything all right? Did your dogs get out again?
No, they broke my window and then cut their paws open and then covered my entire room with blood and glass.
Your dogs are insane.
My mom left the door open, so.
That's nice of you.
So my ex-stepdad replaced my window for me.
up?
The nurse dress dry.
Hmm?
The nurse dress dry.
Yeah, we did that last night. Yeah. Yeah. What? What?
Yeah, I can stop now. Please. Please.
He's the one that built the park for the road from the person.
Please.
You have any of your black Nightmare Fuel shirts left to sell? I'm the wrong person to ask that, but I will ask for you. We should.
What's the question?
Do we have any of the Nightmare Fuel T-shirts left? The black ones for Haunted Hills Hospital.
Yeah, we snagged those last night.
I'm gonna go with blue eyes. I think those will pop. Plus, the buttons are blue, so they'll match that too.
Mason Mansion. I like that.
Mhm.
I don't know why I didn't realize that that's what it was called. Oh no! Is that dog rug real?
See that thing?
Is that real?
There was somebody had their dog stuck.
Justin!
It was for sale.
That's cool.
The best
No!
part was it said used dog rug.
That is not cool! Absolutely not! Bruh! It's a fucking dog!
I will literally not work here ever again if someone brings a dead dog corpse into this building. Just an FYI.
She's perfectly fine with the dead human corpse over in the other room.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. You could literally bring a dead human body fresh into this building and I'd be fine. No taxidermy. No dead mice.
We already had dead mice.
Out of sight, out of mind. Get rid of them before I see them or else it's going to be a problem. Mom said, we're not sure, but we don't think so.
If you're interested, like, if you're, like, seriously interested in purchasing one, send us a message of what size you're looking for, and we can check. Lori thinks we only have the character shirt with one quantity left. We do have hoodies. We do have hoodies, and our character shirt, but don't think we have any Nightmare Fuel. Your smile. Did he tell you to smile? Or did you just smile like that?
Huh? Oh, told me to. No, I just did that. Just how I be.
Oh my.
Do that whenever I pose pictures with haunters.
Eee.
Unless you grab me when I'm on the Trans World show floor. And then you're like, hey, can we take a picture? I'm like, yeah, because you're a fan. But I'm also nuts deep in Trans World. So my brain's not here to talk to you, sir.
You're in my way. Move, please. No, it's for our fucking. Go over here, you cockbag.
Don't be fucking rude.
Don't be.
You're in my way. Move.
Don't be in my way. You say that to me constantly. Yes, you do. Every time I'm standing in this general.
Literally not rude.
Wait, every time I'm in this general area, you go, you're in my way, move.
That's not actually what I said.
You do say that. I could go back to the fucking stream.
I'll say,
fine.
can you please move?
No, you say you need to move or you need to get out of my way.
Go back through the stream.
He does.
I want someone to
Wow,
create
I'm
a
burst.
supercut.
I'm
A
crisp.
supercut of Devin screaming at me. So every time she says, I'm not mean to you, I don't scream
And
at
I
you,
also need
you
to.
just pull that
I
up.
also need a supercut of.
Excuse me.
Tell us a story. Ooh, Scott said, Devin, tell us a story. You want me to tell you a story? Okay.
This usually comes out great.
Alright, I have to find one of my personal experiences, because those are always good. Actually, I don't think I know any. My brain doesn't work. What can I tell a story about? Okay. Once upon a time, there was this
Tell them a story about. No,
Make up a story.
What's
hear
the
a
story
real
about
story.
what?
I don't know. One of the times that me and Ben almost killed ourselves on the roof or something.
I don't remember any of that, Justin. My brain doesn't work. Devin is the worst person to ask stories about because I literally, my brain doesn't remember anything, dude. I'll tell you a story. The only story that I remember of my childhood, I was with my dad in our house, and he asked me if I brushed my teeth, and I said yeah. And he looked, and my toothbrush was dry, and I hadn't brushed my teeth. This was the first time I had ever like blatantly lied to any of my parents. I was like, I don't know, 5, and I said yeah, I brushed my teeth. And he checked, and I hadn't brushed my teeth, and he said, okay, since you lied to me, you're gonna sit in the corner for however long. It felt like 6 years, but it was probably actually like 30 seconds. And then I went and brushed my teeth, and I never lied about brushing my teeth ever again. That's
You
my
guys-
story.
Need help shooting that back?
Good story.
Okay, one off the carpet so we can get,
This way. Move that stuff.
yeah, so that we can get it off the carpet.
One time, my friends locked me in my room and covered me in blankets and pillows. Well, they covered me in blankets and pillows first, so I was like buried. I had probably 80 stuffed animals when I was a kid, like just covered in my room because my stuffed animals kept me safe. And so my friends like pushed me down into my pile of stuffed animals and like blankets and pillows, and like covered me with more stuffed animals and blankets and pillows, and closed the door and turned the lights off and like locked the door. And it was like super dark and like no parents were home. I was like, I don't know, maybe 11. I also had a weak pelvic floor at that time, and so when I was trying to get out of the blankets and pillows, I pissed my pants, got up, hit my head, hurt myself, I was bleeding, pee-pee pants, crying, came out of the room, my friends were laughing at me, I went and took a shower, and then sat in the basement by myself until my friends left the next day. They just hung out with my stepsister instead. There you go. There's 2 stories that I remember of trauma. It's all trauma. All of my memories are trauma. Sorry. I don't have any fun stories. One time I was riding my horse and he was scared of something and he reared so hard and so fast the top of his head came up and hit me in my lip.
I thought you were gonna say you reared so hard and so fast, his head came off.
His head came off!
You've told me stories. I would not be surprised if horses just did that sometimes.
Honestly, I would also not be surprised. And then his head hit me in my lip, and then it like busted my lip open, but I stayed on. Another time I was riding a horse, and he threw me off onto the gate, and I landed on the gate, like my hands were on the top bars of the gate, my feet were on the bottom bars of the gate, and I was just hanging there, like swinging, and my horse ran off into the woods. Are these the stories that you guys are looking for? Is this what you wanted, Scott? One time, my grandma, when I was little, my grandma asked me if I washed my ears, and I said no, and she said, you have to make sure you wash your ears, rats poop in them when you're asleep at night. And to this day, I make sure I clean the inside of my ears to get the rat shit out. Clearly, obviously, I don't think that rats poop in my ears still at this age.
She's a liar.
I figured that out when I was like 11. Not
She
actually.
keeps saying 11. 11 was a very eventful year for you.
I don't know. I'm just choosing.
She was
numbers.
21 when she learned that.
No.
She's 21 now.
I'm 22. Thanks. I know my birthday didn't
Yeah.
exist. Yep. Oh, okay, let me look at the comments. Okay, here goes to this one time at band camp. Actually, this one time at band camp, I got super sick and threw up all over the place, and I got bullied so bad for being sick, I never went back to marching band again. They also stole my underwear and hung them outside of the, the public, like the boys and girls, like bathroom place. and I think there was like little frogs on them, and then I got called the underwear frog girl, or frog underwear girl or something. And then I never went back to marching band, and I just was in jazz band. Is this what you were looking for, Scott? Traumatic events in my life? Because that's all the stories that I remember. I don't know why I can't remember the good ones. My brain just turns them off. I have reverse PTSD. They're asking so many questions.
About your traumatic events?
No. What does Devin make? Everything. Devin's the reason why the company runs.
I do nothing.
Dustin does nothing. I'm kidding. Devin mostly does like artistic things. Like I don't know. What is this?
Jacob's finger.
It's Jacob's finger.
I pulled a little tough.
How did the fingers that lived come out?
Yeah, we've got one flat one.
No, they came out much better. Yeah, no, that's alright. Alright.
Anybody want my boyfriend's fingerprint?
You won't get a fingerprint off of there. I can't tell you that enough.
Devin mostly does clown jumpsuits. I mean, I can do anything. Like, I can paint masks. I paint costumes. Like, I can do molds and trim masks and like I can do anything. But I mostly do clown jumpsuits. Anything that involves like drawing or painting, like the smiley faces and such, is mostly what I do.
That's the attitude that I instill in our cast. I can do anything.
Honestly, every time I say I can't, Dustin goes, "You can, you just won't." And then now, I used to say, "Yeah, you're right," and then do it. Now I just say, "You're right, I won't. I don't want to do this, so I'm not going to."
That's just doesn't like me.
That's not true. What else do I do? I don't know. I do all of our social media stuff.
She
I
does
think-
a lot of sitting in that corner. She's like a car that keeps promising to warm up, or that it promises to go after it warms up. It just never does. Like right now, she'll tell me, "I was fucking gonna, I'm fucking moderating your comments."
No,
or
right now
something.
I'm not.
See, now she's. See, this is because I'm saying she was going to say that. That's why she's saying that. If I would have just went, "Hey, Devin, what are you doing?" She would have went, "You motherfucker! I'm moderating your comments."
No, honestly, I wouldn't. Right now, I'm sitting here doing nothing because I'm exhausted, and I will literally throw up and pass out if I do anything else. I'm here solely so Chris can get work done until he's ready to go.
That's fair. Did they make fun of you because you threw up? Why'd you throw up at band camp?
Because I was super sick. It was actually because my endometriosis, like, had
That
just
shit
started.
makes you throw up?
Well, I got heat stroke, and it was a lot. It was a combined of a lot of things, but it was like when I was very first getting symptoms of my endometriosis, and I would just get super sick and in a lot of pain. And there's no like physical evidence. Like I don't look like I'm hurt, but I was in a lot of pain. And they just said that I was pretending, so I didn't have to do all of the like the marching practice and stuff. And like if anybody knows me, like I want to do the hard work. Like I want to do the physical labor.
That's the people that are most dedicated. It's the ones that actually do it the most.
Yeah, but it was.
Actually enjoy it.
They were just very mean. I was different, and they didn't like it. I was different than anybody. I didn't fit in anywhere. I was friends with everybody because I was nice, but I didn't fit into any groups. I didn't get invited to any of the band kid parties. I didn't get invited to any of like the art kid stuff. I didn't fit
She
in.
learned about haunted houses.
Yeah. Here we are.
That's basically how I went too. 1 year after band.
I never went to band.
Who's Cobwebs and Candlesticks? They said, she makes noise. That's
I don't
what
know.
Devin makes.
I don't know who they are. I just know they watch Alan stream all the time.
I appreciate you.
Because that is me. What does Devin make? Noises. That's the most accurate statement I've ever heard about myself.
Earlier, she was trying to play a didgeridoo in a 3-inch piece of PVC.
No,
and then-
not 3-inch piece. It was like a
3-inch wide piece of
3-inch
PVC.
wide, and it was like 4 feet long.
Yeah.
And I just screamed in it, and it was so much fun. Tara said, was that my clown dress on your page? Because OMG, it's the best thing I've ever seen. Did you order the 2X clown dress black with red pom-pom, red frillies, and red armbands? Because if so, yes, that is yours. 21, just a kitten. 22, Justin just doesn't know anything about me.
No, I just forget that we have birthdays. Like, I keep forgetting that I'm 25 years old.
It's okay, I forget I'm 20. Literally, people ask me how old I am, and I'm like 19. I'm like, nope, 20. Nope, 21. Nope, 22. I just stopped keeping track.
She's
Devin, I know I can
traveling.
go in the bar legally.
Yes.
So after that,
She's like traveling through time in her head.
Yeah.
Nope, 22, 1, 2.
It's okay. The bad memories are what makes me who I am. I've learned from the bad memories, and
Now they stick.
now I have been informed that it is not your dress, Tara. But yours is out there, ready to be painted. That dress and another one were super delayed because of COVID shipping stuff. So we had to get
hey Justin, I don't want to rip more fingers off, so.
we had to get those out first because those were very overdue. Appreciate Ethan Sturkle and the other
See what I can
lady that ordered that one.
Is this one that's cut open?
No, it is not.
Okay, so this is the harder one.
Yeah.
Carmen said, "Who all's there?"
Yeah, I ripped fingers off of the
Normal
easy
team,
one, so.
and then Nick and Nick. That's who all's here.
Cut this one open too. Go all the way up to like there.
Okay.
Right, but just make sure it's a straight line. And then actually on those two, take the hole punch and at the end make a hole.
I'm trying to think of good memories.
Oh,
Up, like up at the finger.
Right where it
So doesn't
ends.
rip- so it
Yep.
doesn't rip-
You already know.
Tara, I think
Old dog candy taught me free.
not. I think your dress. I was the one that was talking to you about your dress when you first ordered it. I'm the one that'll be painting your dress. I think. I don't know. Let me see. Let me look up the order. Shannon's confusing me now. We're all confused. I know. No, the red is that a no? That's a 2X, not a 4X. That one's. Oh wait, Tara, that is yours. Yeah, it is. Shannon lied to me. that one's yours. It's sitting right over there, and Justin will take it home tonight, and then it will be shipped out most likely tomorrow.
A little bit better.
Yeah.
They're still deflated.
Just ignore everything that I've been saying for the past 5 minutes, Tara. That clown dress is yours. I think Tara is busy LARPing in her Halloween costume. Can you fix the camera angle? You moved him and now it's all wonky. Thanks. I'm like seriously trying to remember good memories currently and I can't. I'm trying very hard. Stories. What are some good stories?
Last year, 4th of July.
Oh yeah, last year, 4th of July, it was that was in the first round of me and Jacob dating. And we dated for like a month or something.
Round one.
Round one! Fight! Literally.
Good, right?
Yeah, should be good.
It was Olive Hills. The Riffits were there too, right?
Yes.
So there were like, I don't know, 15 of us, maybe 20 all together. We was a really big family. And we were at our city like local fireworks display in this big open field. They had a little band going, they had some vendors, and we were all sitting there in our chairs in our little area, and there were storm clouds like coming in the distance. So a few people started leaving, like it was drizzling a little bit, so people started leaving, and then it started raining a little bit more, and more people left, and then it was literally monsooning, downpouring water, and we were the only family there still in the field waiting for the fireworks display. Like, cars are taking off, there's lightning everywhere, there's literally like rivers in the street. We were so soaked to the core, like I went to wring my dress out before I got in my car and it was just pouring out water. And we didn't leave until every single other person was gone, and they finally announced that they weren't going to do the fireworks anymore. It was fun. It was wet. I got water guns in my phone. No, it was, yeah, we didn't get to experience fireworks, but
We
it was,
laughed.
yeah, it was a good time.
Tell the story about the crazy guy in New Orleans.
I'll tell a different story. I'll tell that story afterwards. So in New Orleans, I was quite intoxicated, and we went back up to our room. Me and Jacob got a separate room. Ben was actually there that time, and I walked Ben. Ben was staying with Justin and Lori in their room, and I walked Ben to his room because I was drunk. I needed to make sure that he was okay.
And Stefan.
Oh, Stefan was in your room too?
Yeah, because that's why Ben was pissed off.
Oh yeah, because he had to sleep on the floor or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I walked Ben to their room, and as we were walking to their room, we looked out the window, and like in the middle of this hotel, there was like a square, like a common area. The hotel was like a big square, and in the middle there was like a pool, an in-ground pool, and at night it had like color-changing lights. And so me, super drunk at like 1 a.m., I was like, Ben, look at the pool, they have color-changing lights, I want to go swimming. And so I walked him back to his room, and I was like, Ben, you're going to meet me downstairs, and we're going to go swimming, right? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, I'm going to get Jacob to come swim with us, too. And so we're sitting outside of Dustin's room, chilling, talking about how we're going to go swimming. Me taking relentless amounts of selfies on my phone before Ben just trying to go into the room. And then I got back to the room, and I was like, Jacob, me and Ben are going to go swimming. Are you coming with us? And he said, no, you're not. And I said, yeah, we are. He said, no, you're not. And I said, yeah, we are. So I put my bathing suit on, and I laid down in bed and fell asleep. And we did not go swimming. I wanted to really bad. Is that an appropriate story to tell?
Yeah, it's great.
Yay, good job, Devin. And then we were in the street. Okay, so we all went on this ghost tour of, it wasn't a ghost tour, it was just like a historical tour of New Orleans. And we went to like a grave site, and we saw Nicolas Cage's gravestone.
That's
and
the highlight of that? his pyramid. Not when we walked by and go, hey, there's the Hard Rock Hotel that was falling apart. There's 2 dead people still in there.
That was scary.
Or when they were walking by and they said when they said, this is a tree that's sacred in voodoo practices. Please don't touch it. And then Ben comes up a minute later and goes, hey, do I touch that voodoo tree? They go, they should have known. They told me not to touch it, so I did.
That's why Ben.
Keeps having bad stuff happen to
Yeah.
him. That's what he says. Every time something bad happens, his car breaks down, he goes, man, I shouldn't have touched that fucking tree in New Orleans.
Say sorry to that.
Right?
So we were in the street, like the tour had ended, and we were walking back to like our car that was parked in a parking garage, and it was like I don't know what, 10, 11 in the morning.
That was early.
It was early. They had street sweepers out there cleaning up the streets from the night before the party on Bourbon Street. And this guy, I don't know if he was homeless or not. He looked homeless. He might not have been. He was walking down the street, and we just hear him scream. He goes, "I'm back! I'm back! I ain't got no teeth!" That was one of my favorite parts of New Orleans. That man was so happy to just be alive and did not care that he did not have a damn tooth in his mouth, but he was partying like there's no tomorrow.
Sounds like my uncle. Partying like he had a full mouth of teeth.
Partying like he had a full mouth of teeth, but he did not.
Okay, so I need to know two things. One, I need to know where my popsicle sticks are. Over here. Alright, and two, I had some 5-minute epoxy. That I put somewhere.
Gorilla?
Yes. Need that as well.
Grab it, Cunningham.
To make these eyes glossy, I'm using epoxy.
Nana sprayed that red one, right?
Yeah, she's painted all of them last night.
I did Ethan's. Mana did your dress, Tara. Mana's the one that painted your dress. I wasn't here last night.
Are you?
There's a final piece of cardboard that makes epoxy on it.
Be a team player, like this whole hand.
Maybe next time.
His fans are falling down again. Tara, if you get any cool pictures in that dress, please send them to us. We would love to share it.
So this is 5-minute clear epoxy. And I'm going to use this to add high gloss and a layer over the eyes and the bottom lip of this to make it have that kind of shine that stuff has that is alive. Stop moving. And it's perfectly okay if you get a bit on the eyelids, because those are typically pretty wet too. So, go for it.
He's my favorite body so far, and he's not even done.
This one?
No.
I think the Trick or Treater is my favorite.
I like the Trick or Treater one.
Not a sponsor.
I like that one a lot. Who?
So it needs to give the shout out to Gorilla Glue. Say, not a sponsor.
Would you
Yeah.
like to sponsor me? Gorilla Glue?
Gorilla Glue sponsor us.
Well, isn't that what you're using?
Yeah. Gorilla, 5-minute epoxy.
Not a sponsor yet.
Nick, do you have
It's
any,
like people only do things because they're getting paid.
Nick, do you have any social media?
It is my choice.
Or like,
It's
I
the
have
choice of a new generation.
Snapchat and Instagram.
I mean like things where you like post your stuff that you want to shout out? No, you don't have like a page for your masks yet?
No, we just have the Mason Mansion page.
Go follow Mason Mansion on Instagram, guys. Right now. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna have them check all of their new followers.
We don't have a lot.
And if them aren't you. I'm so sad that you guys laughed. I was hoping that you were just gonna pretend like it didn't happen. But I'm gonna be angry and that's Devin angry. Please go follow them. They're super awesome.
No, when
and they
Devin
make
gets
super
angry,
cool
she
stuff.
cries.
The creek road.
say no.
It's Mason_mansion.
All right. So those eyes and lip
Should be
are
Mason
gonna
Mansion.
dry.
Mason Mansion all the time.
What I have left on this is I painted the fingers with some red and some blue, which I've been trying to do to these clowns because I put gloves on them and the gloves will be highlighted with red to match the costume. So I wanted the nails to be kind of blue so they contrast to that. Go ahead. Now Chris just poured a cherry from the ice cream cone, and I'm going to use that as his nose. And then it's going to have hair and an ice cream cone hat that'll be on top, and arm sleeves that'll cover up here, gloves, and then this guy's going to be ready to go. So this is going to be a really cool body
Why'd you
when
do
it's
his
done.
hair or his hands so detailed if he's getting gloves?
Because I just do them. Because why do I put fucking bottles in closed cabinets?
You're insane.
Well, there you go.
You guys do masters? No, we haven't yet. We're still pretty new into it.
You just have to do it.
Scarecrow said that looked good.
That's also kind of why I'm not worried about riots happening in here, because we turn all the fucking lights off and it's dark. And they're walking around with flashlights on and they find one of the scary bodies that keeps scaring my crew. They're gonna spend very long in here.
Well,
Yeah,
the
I
other
would-
side is, when the lights are off, we know where we're going.
I was
They
talking to
don't.
them.
I can navigate this place in total darkness.
That's what I was telling the costume girls yesterday, because Mana was trying to lock the door to lock us in.
I'm gonna go help them move the cabinets.
Okay, I'm entertaining. I was talking to them because we were trying to lock ourselves in because when we're here by ourselves, we like to lock the door so no random people can come in. And I was like, if you can't get the door locked, it's okay. Because if people come in here, like, they're gonna be in a world of hurt when I go and turn off all the lights and then come up on them with one of our, like, axes that we have just sitting around. We have, like, pickaxes throughout the building and, like, hammers, and I'll just climb on top of the wall flats and just fucking hatchet them in the head. Like, I think that's the reason why it's not a great area, and there's definitely there's been robberies at, like, the gas station down the street, and, like, there's been break-ins to different businesses around here.
Hey, I don't know who drew this dick on the back. But I also don't know why you put the balls on top. I don't know what's wrong with your boyfriend. You may want to see a fucking doctor, like one of those ones that can like change your dick and balls.
Anyways, but yeah, I think that's why nobody's broken in here yet. Because the front door is the only thing that you could really break into. The rest of the doors are like thick steel. There's no way you're breaking into any of those. But the front door being glass, like you could, I guess, throw a brick through it, but it's reinforced glass also. And there's no windows. And you're gonna walk into total darkness, not know where the light switches are. Like he said, run into one body. And I scare myself. So I know random people coming in here.
Great promotion. Buy our bodies. They're riot proof.
They're riot proof.
Hey, they scared the shit out of you, didn't they, Justin?
They don't scare me. I ain't scared of shit.
You're a liar.
I had a guy in prison asked me yesterday, "Are you nervous?" I said, "No." He said, "Are you afraid?" I said, "No." He said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I know exactly what I'm coming into. I'm afraid. I know everything."
Yeah, but didn't cat nipples freak you out a little bit?
Cat
That
nipple.
doesn't freak me out.
No, when he was standing behind your front door?
Do you guys have any questions? You guys are hanging out with me for a little bit, and I'm not making anything because I'm tired. I've been working all day and have not eaten dinner or lunch or breakfast. So I'm like on E. I need to go home and eat, but I'm gonna be here until Chris is done working so he can get work done. But he's over there helping them. So it's mano y mano right now, having some one-on-one personal time. If you guys have any like questions or comments or concerns, I know there's probably a lot of concerns. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. How are you guys? That's the real question. Are you guys excited for the fact that haunted houses are going to start opening in 3 months? We have 3 months to get the rooms built. Not excited. No one's even there. Hey, look, someone said something. Hello, welcome back. It's just me. Justin is over there. There's a pig. That's cool. Here's a helmet. See, I do have a big ass head. Nothing fits on my head. There you go. I'm ready for the riot.
Somebody's charging up and then charging screen.
What?
Charging screen.
What? I literally don't know what you're saying.
Run and scream.
Run and scream. I did that earlier. Ah! Does that work?
Run out of this.
Perfect. Here, throw it to me. Ah! I'm ready for battle mode. Am I entertaining yet? Am I entertaining you? Is this entertainment? Hi. Ah! Are you not entertained?
I thought it was a hook.
Ah! Oh no, it attacked me! Monkey monkey underpants. I don't know what that means. Monkey monkey underpants. I'm gonna say that forever now. I just want you to know. Monkey monkey underpants. Monkey monkey underpants. I also don't have shoes on. Hi. This isn't a character. This is just me. Welcome. Every time you guys experience Justin upset or mad or yelling at me for something, it's because I'm like this. Because this is just my continual existence. And it's not fun to be around. Even for me. Welcome. Monkey monkey underpants. Can we talk about something else? Where did my phone go? Wait, I said monkey monkey underpants? When? Oh wait, my frog underpants? They were frog underwear, not monkey. Monkey monkey underpants. Ethan Sturkle! I just painted your clown dress. Your clown dress is finally gonna ship to you, and I'm so happy for you to receive it, and I hope you like it, because I hand painted it with care.
He gets in its own stress.
What?
He gets in its own stress. Be like, you said you cared for it.
Holy Toledo. Yes, we are live. I don't know how live. I'm here, doing things. My town's Chamber of Commerce, which runs the haunt, is most likely out until August 3rd. I'm trying to get them to work on the haunt earlier. Yeah, that would really suck. I know the last haunted house that I worked at, we had to get our haunted house approved by the city every year. So we had to like go in, I think it was every year. It might have been every 3 years. Maybe, I think it was every year. because Valparaiso, which is a local city, is super strict on like their rules about businesses and junk, and so we had to go in and have like we had to go to their like council meeting or whatever and give the reasons why our haunted house should open and how it's good for the community. It was mostly just kids going and saying like, this helps me keep my life on track, like it gives me a place to go to and express myself, yada yada yada. And then the old people would be like, they need to close, it's the devil. And then the kids would be like, it's not though. And then luckily the guy that ran the last haunted house, that owned the land, was like one of the most well-known attorneys around here. He's on like every single billboard in all of Northwest Indiana. So he'd just go in and do his attorney thing, and then they couldn't say anything because he was a smart man. Devin, I got Justin to say that last week and you this week. Well, good luck because I'm gonna say it forever now. Monkey monkey underpants.
Why is that funny? I don't understand.
Monkey monkey underpants. I don't know, but it's what I'm gonna say forever. And just know the scarecrow did it. Monkey monkey underpants.
You want it too?
What? Yeah. Monkey monkey underpants. Ah! You said to entertain them, and I'm doing my best.
You're doing a great job, Devin.
Let's get dangerous shit put down the
I just want you guys to know that this is what I do to entertain myself also. Like, even when there's not people around, this is me in my bedroom. Pretty much always. Upside down. How long y'all gonna be on for tonight? Justin's leaving. Justin, you need to leave! I don't know what you said. Justin should be leaving now. Justin should have already left. Because he has to work early in the morning. Because he has a new job that he started yesterday at the prison. At the big, scary prison. With my boyfriend. Now the Hill brothers are officers officially. And it's funny because I've been calling them Officer Hill for like over a year now. And now they're both actually officers. Correctional officers. And so it's funny. But yeah, Justin should have left by now. I don't know what he said. What his excuse is why he haven't left yet. But he should be leaving. I'll be here until whenever Chris is done doing whatever he's doing, because I have a key. So I don't know how much longer this live's gonna go for, because he should have left already. And it's on his phone, not mine. Monkey monkey underpants.
Are you prepared for the riots there?
Yes.
You got your sword and magic helmet?
Monkey monkey underpants. Our haunt is in a small town and the haunt isn't huge, so I want to get into the production. Hopefully we can make it bigger and better this year. Yeah, that'd be awesome. They all have to start somewhere. I mean, this was literally just Joe, Shannon, and their kids, Justin and Jacob, doing spooky things. And then the soccer team joined and started acting. And then now we're here at a professional haunted house. So, you can do it. I believe in you.
Little kids do this.
The mall our haunt is in got broken into during the protest. Every store was looted, stripped, broken, and tore down, even a puddle of blood in one of the entrances. Except our haunt. We were untouched. Good. I'm sorry that that happened to your mall, but I'm glad that your haunt was untouched, because I think that's also... I'm also not worried about people, looting this place. One, they don't even really know what's in here. They just know it's scary.
They would want it.
Yeah, but I don't know, this community, luckily this community is pretty dang supportive of us. There are always going to be the negative naysayers, complain about the noise, or that it's anti-religious, or whatever the complaints are. There's always going to be those people, but this community as a whole, I mean, we really saw that when we were about to be forced to move, and the community personally reached out to the mayor and was like, hey, these people need to stay, they're good for our community. So we are very fortunate to have a community that does enjoy having us here for the most part. I know Valpo when we were at the old haunted house that I used to work at, a lot of people did not like us there, and we got complaints all the time. We got death threats. That's also more. It's a lot of like older conservative like farmers, and it like downtown area is more of like younger hip group, but where our haunted house was like there were like farms everywhere, and they just didn't like us. So that is one thing about being here that I'm very grateful of. Oh, the mall was already going downhill. I think most malls are going downhill, honestly. Like, yeah, I mean, everything's so online. Malls, really, as a whole, are not doing too well. I personally work. It's an outdoor mall. I sell Coach purses. I know I don't look like a person that would sell fancy Coach purses, but I do. I'm actually technically a cashier, but either way, we're at an outdoor mall, and the only reason why it does so well is because it's like one of the only outdoor malls anywhere around us, and it has a lot of like big name outlet stores. But most malls as a whole, I think, are really going downhill because everybody's buying online. How cold does it get up there in the winter, and how much snow falls? Cold. It gets fucking cold. Like, I mean, we've definitely had days negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit with wind chill and everything. There's days where, like, you're warned to not go outside for more than, 3 minutes unless you're fully covered head to toe, because if your face is uncovered, like, your eyes will freeze and you'll get, like, immediate frostbite from being out in the wind for 2 seconds. It gets cold, and we get a lot. It depends on the year. Sometimes we get little no snow. Other times it will snow 6-7 feet. We're trapped in, like, the year that I was born, for example, I was born in February of 1998, and when my mom was still pregnant with me, there was a huge winter storm, and my dad,
I remember that storm.
of 98, yeah.
I got locked in the guy's dorms.
Oh, yeah, I was still in my mommy's tummy,
Yeah.
and my dad was a police officer, and he had access to the search and rescue snowmobiles and stuff, and so my dad had to come because there was no electricity either in the apartment that my mom was staying in, and so my dad had to come in a snowmobile and like rescue my pregnant mother from the apartment. So we can get a lot of snow, and it can get really cold. It just depends. Like today, it's record-breaking high temps of over 100. We never have it get this hot this early. We have torrential downpours, it floods. We get dry spells where nothing grows, and like all the hay for animals and stuff gets super expensive. Northwest Indiana is a very interesting place to live because we get everything you could possibly imagine. Tornadoes are very frequent. We had a tornado warning test this morning. It woke me up and I was like, tornadoes! And then I remembered that it was just a test, but we're right in the tornado zone. Earthquakes are really one of the only things that we don't get here. We just get little ones every once in a while that are like coming off from bigger earthquakes that are happening elsewhere, but earthquakes are one of the only natural disasters that we don't experience. But it gets hot. It gets very hot in August. I mean, it gets up to 110, 120 with the heat index. Unfortunately, it's usually a very humid hot. We don't get dry heat most of the time, like you get in Arizona, New Mexico, and stuff. It's usually very humid. So when it's like 110 and the humidity is super high, it literally feels like you're just walking through like a sauna. It's just hot. Not fun. Very not fun. People buying their protest gear on Amazon. Absolutely. So how do people get to work? When it snows, we've just learned to adapt. Most families around here have at least one vehicle that is like a 4x4, good in the winter. When you buy a vehicle around here, if you have like a luxury car, that's usually your luxury car. You don't use it year round like you do everywhere else, because you have to understand that in the winter it does get icy and snowy. So you have to have a vehicle that's able to transport you in, you know, any terrain. It's not that bad. I mean, we've all gotten used to it. Obviously, it would probably be a difficult thing to transfer over if you lived in a place that doesn't get a lot of different weather and you come here and experience our low lows and high highs. But it just means we have bigger closets. I mean, we have half of our closets winter. You know, we always have to have huge heavy jackets and layers, and in the summer we have to have clothes that we can go outside and be comfortable in because it gets really, really hot. So, I don't know, I guess the biggest downfall is having to have an immense closet to wear because the temperature does change so often. We can also experience, like, all kinds of weather all day. Like, it'll be 80 degrees in the morning and raining, and then by nighttime it could get, like, 20 degrees and snowing. It's an intense place to live, but it's worth it. Tennessee.
If you can get acclimated quick enough.
Yeah, Tennessee is nice. I mean, it's fairly similar. It's just we have more extremes here. I'm sorry, I don't have anything to offer you. I don't know where Justin is. Is he pooping? I could probably take this helmet off now. I don't know what to talk about now. Here's a mask. Isn't that cool?
It looks like it's forever smiling at you.
Unzips. Sorry, I'm having difficulty. What are you doing? It hasn't been unzipped since it was blooded, so there's some dry blood on the track, but I just have to move it out of the way and then it'll unzip. I made myself useful. Yay. No one's just reopened this after they put the blood on it. It'll be fine. The track's just a little clogged up right now. But as soon as I get it out of the way, it won't mess up again.
Where's the gloves at?
There we go. See? There's stuff on the side. Yay, see, it opens. Yum. There's the eye holes. Yay.
All right, guys. I hope you've had a fun time with Devin. I'm heading out of here. I will be back out here tomorrow. Again, the streams are going to be earlier now, except on weekends when I'm going to be off. So Be out here tomorrow. Probably be live sometime around 6 or so, 7. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking this video, hitting subscribe, and hitting the bell so you know when I go live. I'm Justin tuning out. This is my crew. Remember that if you stare long enough into the void, it stares back. Have a good night.